have him on my job right now, about 27 years. So he claims. At the age of 90, he now spends 8 to 10 hours a day building carts that transform disabled dogs. One dog helped by Dr. Parks is Lester. He has a spinal disorder that owner Elena Moya said is not uncommon with, is that Corgis? I thought it was going to lose him for sure, Moya said. For Parks, he said he doesn't do it for the money. When I see them run out the door after being carried in, that's my paycheck, he said. Another client, Lynn Spector, said her dog Milo went from just lying around to chasing deer again in her backyard. He is like a lifesaver to all these animals, she said of Dr. Parks. Over the years, he has helped cats, pigs, even a chicken. He got his first patent in 1961 and never stopped tinkering. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the good news story for today, titled Retired Veterinarian Now Spends His Days Helping Disabled Dogs. And that's a really good thing because a lot of people are retired now and they can use part of their free time to give back to what they did when they were employed and give back to the community. In this case, this veterinarian is giving back to the four-legged animals that aren't healthy, disabled in some way, shape, or form, and giving back to these animals and making, I'm sure, them feel happy and making their owners feel happy.
Yeah, yeah. Although in some cases, yes, you ought to love animals, but what do you say about the people that love animals more than they love human beings?
That being the case, then maybe they
We
have
know
had
there is
some
the
serious
case.
issues with people, and now they love their animals more than they do people, or maybe they may live in a remote area, can't get around too much because of their age, or maybe the person may be disabled and pretty much spend a lot of time in the house,
Right, right.
and so maybe are not social media literate, that their best friend, they love their four-legged animal, which could be a dog, which could be a cat, which could be a rabbit, whatever the case may be.
Bueno, buenos días a todos ustedes. Estamos aquí en nuestra comunidad noroeste de Indiana. Saludos a todos de Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. We got to do some on Twitter today.
Yeah.
Y también aquí en 92.7 FM y 1370 AM. Se les agradece que están aquí con nosotros. Saludos a mis amigos aquí en Facebook. Hola, ¿cómo están? Y si no pueden ver todo el programa ahora, pueden regresar y ponerlo otra vez para ver nuestro programa, que aquí nosotros estamos para educarlos, informarlos, empoderarlos y también entretenerlos a ustedes, nuestra radio escucha aquí en WLTH, nuestra comunidad noroeste de Indiana. We thank all of you for being here and being loyal to our station, to our program. We are the only bilingual program, and I can't say it enough, but some people still out there don't know. Now, I want to give a shout out to our loyal listeners that were here at the radio station celebrating Christmas with us last night. It was nice seeing some of familiar faces that I have not seen. Mayor, shout out to Mayor from Gary, Indiana. She was here. Freeman
Wilson.
Freeman Wilson, that's right. And also to some listeners that were here that they didn't know what I looked like. And I don't know what they meant, but now that I know what you look like, I'm gonna have to call in. I don't know what they meant by that, but I did ask. So, how did you think I looked by the way I sound? Now, years ago, someone actually, when we were in Maryville, Juanito, someone said once they met me when we had one of the parties at the station in Maryville, and they said, I actually thought that you were bigger in size and older. I'm like, okay, by my voice. And right now my voice is a little deep. I had 2 glasses of wine yesterday, and I don't know if that's what did it. I shouldn't be drinking. But it's not like I do heavy drinking. I don't do that at all. But anyway, we thank you for coming here and celebrate Christmas. Call in. wish someone a Merry Christmas, llamen aquí al área 219-885-1371 y Rolanda, nuestra operadora, aquí nos puede contestar las llamadas para que salgan al aire ustedes. And we thank Rolanda for being loyal and being here also and manning the board. I, too, used to be on that other side as well at the same time running the show. But I'm glad that we can have her so we can do more things and not have to worry about answering the calls at the same time. So if you guys want to call and wish somebody a Merry Christmas, your loved one, or to us, or to anyone else, call 219-885-1371. We mean well when we're here on this show. I know that I could be rough, but that's because I just like real talk. I'm very forward, outspoken, and it all is because of the passion and the heart that I have for people knowing and bringing awareness and just telling you what you need to know, not what you want to know, what you need to hear, not what you want to hear.
Okay. And one more thing, ladies and gentlemen,
Sí.
if you know of
A
a
ver.
great place to spend New Year's Eve at in the region, please call us in and let us know where would that rocking place be for New Year's Eve.
Since you opened that up, Juanito, if I may add, where is the rocking place to be? I hadn't gone like 4 years ago, I think, was the first time that I celebrated New Year's Eve at my church at Family Christian Center. We do things big. If it's not big, we don't do it at all. And of course, we see 3,000 plus people in our church. And some of you would call it a mega church, but we do fireworks. We rock, we roll, and we're there till like 1 o'clock in the morning. And I think doors open at 9, and we're rocking. We got a phone call, Juanito. Let's see if we could hear.
Go ahead, caller.
Go ahead, caller. You're on the air.
Good morning.
Happy New Year. And I was at the party last night.
Sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. You were one of the young men there? Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes. Thank you. Very good. And
sorry, I'm trying to get the mic together here. Sorry about that. Well, I thank you, but you need to learn some Spanish from us. Yeah, that's a great thing. This is why we go back and forth from English to Spanish, Spanish to English, so that the English speaking can learn some Spanish and the Spanish speaking can learn some English. How about that? Well, thank you so much. And now you know what we look like. Now you can put the voice to the face. I'm sorry? Yes, okay. Yes. Well, thank you so much. We have another caller. Appreciate you. Merry Christmas as well. Go ahead. You're on the air here at Nuestra Comunidad. Hey. Shoot a Merry Christmas. Sing it.
I had an exciting last night. I got up and ate breakfast after I prayed with my prayer partner, and I went back to bed.
Okay.
And just turned you on. You know what I call that? What is, when I was in school, I thought I could spell police, capital L-I, and not the God.
Oh, I see.
But I see all these commercials doing the sports that they spell police, capital F-E-L-I-C.
Correct.
Well, what mine is not the correct spelling that I learned when I was in school.
But you had the right intentions.
Well, that's what I thought my Spanish book had, capital F-E-L-I-C. But it should be capital F-E-L-I-C. Oh, okay.
Yes. Thank you so much, Ms. Nadine, for singing and serenading. Love you too.
Bye-bye.
Be safe.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
And on that note, we'll be right back after this commercial break. Vicky, you're right. This is how can we empower the whole family? Well, that's actually coming up, and I'm glad you brought it up. And for those of you that are on YouTube, Facebook, friends, Vicky Friday, all the way from Monterrey, allá en Mexico. Saludos a mi Mexico. And she said, Eve, how can we empower the whole family? We believe and talk about empower women, and it's good, but how can we say the right word to empower the whole family? Hope you can have a program about that. Of course, I'm all about empowering family. When I go and talk to the kids, I empower kids at my church and their youth groups and the youth programs that we have out here, the events. It's to empower our children because I once there. I was there before as a child and went through things as well. So, where is the love? Okay. Yeah, that's a good question, Juanito. Mm-hmm. Where is the love? Many kids are without love. And but here's the thing. We besides empowering children, of course, and that's got to be a whole family thing. And Vicky made a point. I was reading off the air on social media about how can we empower a whole entire family and not empowering just women. But I look at it this way: we empower children while we're in school, at least we should. And so I'm blessed to be able to go in some of the classrooms and talk to these kids and empowering them, speaking life over them, which as a parent, we need to speak life over them. So on that note, we got a caller. Go ahead, caller, you're on the air. Hello, go ahead. Good morning, Courtney.
What?
Wonderful. I am blessed by the best. How about you? Awesome.
Again, this time I say, have a wonderful holiday, Christmas, and both of you be safe out there. Hey, how my guy Marco doing?
Omar, he's doing wonderful. He's doing good, maturing every day.
Yeah, just wanted to ask about it. Look my guy, man.
I will. I'll let him know. Several people asked about him yesterday.
Yeah, he's spirit. You got the right disposition. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, but did well in that part.
Thank you so much, Courtney. I appreciate that. I certainly will let him know.
Okay. You know what? We haven't heard from you in quite a while, but Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you and your family.
Yes, Merry Christmas to all our viewers and listeners. Feliz Navidad a todos los que nos están escuchando en vivo, en el radio, en el internet. Gracias por acompañarnos y traernos a su casa. We thank you for bringing us to your home. And, it's, and Vicky, I'm glad again if she's watching or listening, or she'll hit replay because she had to go to a meeting. She empowers the youth, and I want to bring her on. There's a lot of kids that are without love, as you and I have seen some of those kids, Juan, but I take it a step further, and I'm thankful to God to put it in my heart to do, and that's just who I am, and not to compete and saying I'm better with anybody else. It's not anything like that. I just choose not to make anything about me when I'm doing things that calls to love on someone. And there's a lot of youth out there that I love, and some of you are watching, some of you young kids in their 20s and 30s. They're just as if they were my own, that when they come to me, I treat them as they were my own, and that's genuine, unconditional love. Many times when our kids go south, we tend to want to beat up on them. We tend to want to call them names other than their birth name. And as a parent, you have to know that is not good. That's speaking death over them. And then you wonder why your child or your grandson or your granddaughter or your niece or your little sister turned out to do so many things that were not okay. Now, I will say this again, when you know better, you do better. But sometimes you human beings, yeah, Eve, you're human too. Sometimes you human beings think that they are up to no good, that they're just bad kids. They're just, I want to say this on record again and again. Kids are not bad kids. They're just misunderstood. Years ago, I was in a psych ward looking at kids, and one of those kids was mine. And I just shook my head and I said, Jesus, these kids are here not because of their fault, because of us parents, but also by empowering the mother, because it's usually the caregiver, the caretaker is the mother. When you empower a woman, you are therefore helping the child as well, because then the mother starts feeling more respected, as in respecting self and encouraging self and giving affirmations to self. When you are going to the root, which is the parent, and you help clean up those roots, if you will, then you are also helping their children, right? So in saying that, we do need to help empower a family as a whole. And I'm all about it every single day. Wherever God puts me, I'm always there speaking the truth, talking to them about God, talking to them about their life, that they have a better life coming. They have a better life coming, but they have to know it, but they have to believe it. So I know you wanted to talk about some things. It's 10:30.
Well,
30 minutes after the hour here on Nuestra Comunidad Noroeste de Indiana. You can call in and wish us a Merry Christmas or wish someone else a Merry Christmas. It doesn't have to be us. Llamen 219-885-1371. Now's the time, Bring a good word. Be of good cheer. This is me in the morning. And Juan can attest to that. And some of you that know me personally, this is me in the morning, and I only had 2 sips of coffee. It's not the coffee. People say, oh, I need coffee. No, you don't. People say, oh, I need a drink. No, you don't. When you start knowing this and start believing that you don't need those substances to get it together, then you know that you have found the power within you to do those things on your own.
Well, before I even go to some of the things I wanted to talk about today, it's the responsibility of the parents to be that they do whatever they need to do to make sure their children are born healthy first and foremost. The most important critical thing about empowering anybody, whether it's a child, an adult, or a family, it's called education. And everything begins with education, but it all begins to making sure that we make sure those that are expecting both the father to be and the mother to be, to make sure they do what they have to do to support each other, to do the right thing health wise, to do not the alcohol, to do not the drugs, to do not the cigarettes, not to do stuff that can harm the child down the road, and make sure that those children are born healthy. And like I said before, education is critical. There's programs called 0 to 3, and there's organizations like Parents as Teachers. And I truly believe that for first-time home parents, that maybe tax credits be given to first-time parents to go through a Parents as Teachers program and get a tax credit for doing such a thing. So let me just say this here. They're
already getting a tax credit for having the child, Juan.
Right, but they can get a tax credit to give them an incentive to go through the program as Parents as Teachers, because I think that would help a lot in terms of
so that's like having food to a program, so there's people to show up because there's food. Okay. So let's offer some food.
So what happened yesterday? Because President Trump did not get the $5 billion plus from Congress to build the wall, he shut down the federal government. But it's not completely shut down. I guess it affects about 800,000 some federal employees or employees throughout the country of ours. So what won't be affected by the shutdown? Flights, air traffic controllers, and security officers will still be on